from the Gospel of St. Mark, chapter 4, verses 35 to 41. On the same day, when evening had come, he said to them, "Let us cross over to the other side." Now, when they had left the multitude, they took him along in the boat as he was, and other little boats were also with him. And a great wind storm arose, and the waves beat into the boat, so that it was already filling. But he was in the stern, asleep on a pillow. And they awoke him and said to him, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" Then he arose and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, "Peace, be still." And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. But he said to them, "Why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith?" And they feared exceedingly and said to one another, "Who can this be, that even the wind and the sea obey him?" And to you belongs praise the Lord, Barak Imam.
Good evening, everyone. Today, I would just like to share a few thoughts on the verse that was read. St. Mark, chapter 4, verses 35 to 41. This passage describes Jesus calming a storm while he and his disciples were in a boat on the Sea of Galilee. Jesus rebukes the wind and the waves, demonstrating his power over nature and inspiring awe and faith in his disciples. It is a powerful example of Jesus' authority and ability to bring peace during chaos. Mark, like all the other writers, has as his goal to make it clear that Jesus is none other than God, but that he is man to be sure. And this is magnificently demonstrated in this passage that is before us. Jesus had chosen 12 men to be his disciples, to live with him, learn from him, and then to go out and teach the others. They would even be given the authority to heal the sick and cast out demons. The story described in today's passage is a lesson for them. By this time, the disciples have witnessed Jesus teaching large crowds of people in many places with great power. They've also seen Jesus heal several people with infirmities and work other great miracles. So they had some idea of what Jesus could do. However, what they did not know was how far these capabilities stretched, and they were about to learn. After Jesus teaching a large crowd, Jesus and the disciples set sail. There were other boats on the sea too. When they were far away from the shore, a great storm arose, and the disciples panicked. The storm was a harsh one with fierce winds, and the boat started filling with water. While all this was happening, Jesus was sleeping at the back of the boat. The disciples woke up Jesus, asking him if he was not concerned for their lives. Jesus got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the sea, "Peace, be still." And immediately everything became calm. He then returned to the disciples and asked them, "Why are you afraid? Have you still no faith?" This is a question we need to ask ourselves every time we face a storm in our lives and begin to panic. You may ask, what were the disciples doing as the storm built up? Since most of them were seasoned fishermen, they obviously thought they could handle the situation. But then the storm grew more violent. Their own resources did not work, and they began to panic. They may have had reason to. However, they forgot one vital element, that the miracle worker Jesus was with them. No wonder why he questioned their faith. Just think about it. What would he say about our faith? The fear that we see described here would also have affected the sailors in the other boats in the sea. One wonders about their state of mind. They would have been positively maddened with fear, with no hope of salvation. A few days ago, I read a post that said, "We are all in the same ocean, but not the same boat." How true is this? For as long as we exist in this world, we will encounter our own share of storms and worrisome moments in our lives. But we have nothing to worry about if we have faith in Jesus. We have nothing to worry about if you have a personal relationship with Jesus. We simply must constantly be connected with him because he will take care of everything. Jesus will calm us in the midst of our distressful storms, and he will make a way when there is no way. All he asks is for us to have a little faith, and we can have this faith if we ask him to give us the gift of faith, because faith is a gift that Jesus gives to those who sincerely ask for it. May our faith in the Lord always remain powerful and help us throughout our lives. Thank you.